Alright, so after we finish our post that we have on our beam, we go ahead and put the beam together. In this case, this is 2 by 10 by 12 feet long 2 by 10s, and I sandwiched them together with 2.5 inch decking screws, self-tapping, real good high quality fasteners, guaranteed not to rust. And I just do a zigzag pattern. Alright, so I go across the top every 16 inches or so, just eyeball it, then come back along this run. Then I just kind of perch it up on the post, and then now what I'll do is I'll come back through and I'll make sure that my measurements, for example my string guide here, this intersection is going to be beveled going this direction. So what I'll do is I'll bevel this edge, and then I'll probably screw in from this side here. Okay, what I could do is lap them and then cut them so that they both meet at this 45, but that makes it for a weird angle cut, so I'll just keep this one 90 degrees flush cut, and then go ahead and just rip these two. After I get the beam together, I'll run it a little bit long and I'll cut off 45 degrees of it. So that'll make our front face. And then our actual joist will sit outboard of this. So the actual joist will come out here and our rim joist will sit outside of this. So again, it's just for looks and for tying all the stringers together, very similar to how this deck was done. It sits off flush, and then all the stringers tie into that rim joist. So all the stringers sit directly on top of the beams. Very, very sturdy. So right now, basically all I have to do is make sure that this side's good, that side is run long, so I'll rip that vertically later. And right now, I'm in good shape here as far as where things belong. And I'll just make sure that this is plumb in this plane here. Okay, so the beam can lean either way. I need to get a post pour inspection, so I'm leaving all the post holes unsupported for now. So I'll get them plumb in this direction last. So basically for right now, I just want them plumb in this direction. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and get these plumbed up in this orientation, and then we'll go ahead and drill through just like that. So what I do is I do the first one, and then I can kick the leg. I do the top one, and then I can kick the leg bottom. I can just lift up on this whole thing and kick the bottom left or right to make it plumb. So I do that here, and then I do that down there, and I'm good to go. So with that, I'm going to be about ready to attack my head here. Then it's this last one. Then I'm ready to start putting joists together. So this should go pretty quick after that. Get all those wood shavings out so they don't trap moisture. And then I'll tighten this up pretty tight. I mean, nothing terrible, but and then I'll have the ability to kick this leg left or right. It's in the hole, pretty much centered, and I got some lateral movement here. Before I set the second one, because that will lock it in. So I can tell I'm off about a ½ inch at the bottom. So I just lift it up and give it a tap with the hammer. I think I went over a little bit. Yeah, slightly. So what I'm doing is I'm locking in That's perfectly level, or plumb, should I say. I'm locking in the position so when I put the second bolt through, it's locked into this plumb position. Alright. Vertically, it looks like I'm lapped over ever so slightly, which is what I want. I want to be able to clean this edge up when I tie in this other beam. It's just be a lot of work here with the saw. More than likely I'll have to use a finishing saw by hand to get it the right angle I want. But we have a plumb beam to post joint there now. Alright, everything's pretty much done. I just need to cut the ends to length over here. I ran both these sides along, and same goes on the terminating ends there and there. That's about it really. I'll get around to the, if it sprinkles or rains, not a big deal. I'll let it dry out for a day or two, and then I'll come back and weather seal these seams. Obviously that will never match up because the angle of the cut, but that's a perfect 45, and everything is gonna come together real nicely now. I've put some 2x8s across it and put the deck board on, and it's going to run up just about flush with those rails on the outside of the pool, so it's going to look really nice, the deck boards when they're down. And I should be able to get to the joist tomorrow after I backfill these holes. The inspector comes tomorrow, and that's it. A lot of work.